Yo,
Okay.
gotta get ready and put it up. Get this Instagram up
Can I share it?
on a Monday. You absolutely can share it.
Okay. Let me.
You absolutely can share it. I just got pulled. Hello, hello, hello. It's your boy, the Beast One. Welcome to Dad Mentality Podcast. Got another great show for y'all here this week. You know, it's our girl Reese, aka Althea McFarland, joined us this week as we get ready to have a conversation about loyalty and just talk about what it is to be loyal. So y'all know what it is. It's dad mentality.
What is that's mentality? What it is? The mentality of taking care of family. As a man, I get lonely. I can't even call my homies, but I answer every call when my kids call me. I'll be there when they need me. They depending on me. They looking up to me. Sometimes we gotta fix our mental. Or maybe it's not meant to be a dad, a father, that's what men do. I made a promise to my kids, that's what I do. I just want them to do things better than I do. Or better yet, better things that I did. What is that's mentality? What it is? The mentality of taking care of family. As a man, I get lonely. I can't even call my homies, but I answer every call when my kids call me. I'll be there when they need me. They depending on me. They looking up to me. Welcome to the show, shout out to the coach. And Maddie Ice Cold Crypto. And each one, teach one. That's mentality, we just try to reach one. What is, that's mentality.
Hello, hello, hello. It's your boy, the Beast One. Welcome to Dad Mentality Podcast. We got another great episode for y'all here today. I'm excited to have this conversation. We got one of our greats. I consider her a dad mentality legend. Y'all know her as Reese. I know her also as the host of the Morning Mac Show that you can catch Monday through Friday at 10:30 to 12:30 on her podcast. You can go in there and check that out every day. She's doing her thing. I know as a great comedian. I know her as a great mother, a great person, my personal friend, Althea McFarland. What's going on, Althea?
Hello, guys. How are you?
Good, good, good. Can't complain. Thank you for joining us. Also, today, y'all know I don't do this by myself. I got my man a 50 grand, 500 grand, I guess. I don't know. I don't really, you know what? I'm going to start changing that because he's really the hater I know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, matter of fact, we talking about loyalty. So I'm going to go ahead and call him the most unloyal when it comes to a football team. You know what I'm saying? Loyal as a friend, loyal as everything else, but except for loyalty to football teams, because I'm sure he wants to get on here and talk about the Commanders, but I'm gonna go ahead and mute him when he starts talking about it. So we going, but I still want to introduce my man. We've been boys since the sandbox. Vance Robs, aka Coach. What's going on, Coach?
What's going on? How y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I can't complain. Unfortunately, I had somebody come over my house last night to watch the game with me that was miserable. I think every time he came over my house we lost, so you're not allowed to come over my house no more because now we done lost our quarterback, so I guess it don't even matter anymore. But anyway,
they really don't. Like, it really don't.
What's good, Philip Page? How you doing, sir? So anyway, but it's It's still a glorious day. Another day. Every day I wake up is a great day. I'm excited to be here and have some fun and talk to my people and, just take some of the stress of the day off. You know what I'm saying? And stretch out a little bit and have some fun. So, anyway, today we're going to get into our conversation piece a little bit later, but let's get ready and do our mental health check-in. I'm gonna go ahead and go first. For me, I would say I'm gonna say I'm about a 7. Um, in reality, the Commanders don't affect my day. Whatever happens to them doesn't bother me, But of course, I had to hear all the text messages and stuff like that, all the haters trying to get me down, all the Althea McFarlands of the world who want to send you text messages out of nowhere like they watch football. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to, it's funny when people think you down, how they want to come and just do a little kick, just a little just to make sure that you understand. Hold on. Let me text. That shout out goes out to the Pats of the world, the Pat ATMs, to the Mollies of the world who want to, just say a little something. Just gotta make sure they put a little something in. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Well, I'm still happy and feel blessed. Please make sure y'all like and subscribe for all y'all who are watching on the different podcasts. Make sure y'all say something in the comments and put your how you feeling from 0 to 10. But for me, I still say I'm about a 7. Life is good every day you wake up. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to our guests today and future guests we got coming up on the show. I'm excited about the things that are happening for us here at the show. I'm excited for, just being able to come and enjoy life as it is. All my kids are still doing great. My daughter's doing great in college. My son, who's in the Air Force, is out there having a good time. And, my youngest son is doing good in school. So I can't really complain. My wife is blessed, doing her thing with the yoga. I'm hoping that she'll start posting more. But right now, she's working in her purpose, which makes me very happy that she is excited and loves what she is doing. So, it's a good day. I can't complain. So I'll say I'm about a 7. I think there's room for growth. There was some things that happened this week that definitely I'm excited and happy for. So I can say that God is good. So. But that's where I'm at. Coach, where you at from 0 to 10, brother? And if you're in the comments, let us know where you at from 0 to 10.
I mean, my last week was better than the weeks prior. Let's say that. You know what I mean? If I really look at the week holistically, I think I had a better week than what I've had in the past 6 or 7 weeks. In my opinion, God revealed a bunch of things to me last week that I got to be grateful for. And that's really just hopefully moving in the right direction. You know what I mean? And truly trusting in God and the ways that I need to trust him. So, and if you know what I'm saying, when I continue to do that, everything that I'm looking for and towards will come to fruition, right? And it'll be according to his will and how he wants it to be revealed. You know what I mean? So I've had some ups and downs over the last week. I've been in the 5 range. I honestly could probably say that I'm at probably a 6 this week. After if I had to rate the entire week, I'd probably be at a 6, 6.5. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I still got a long ways to go to climb a mountain that I think is going to take a while to climb. But once I get there, I'll definitely be on the peak for a while, if that makes sense.
Sounds like it. Yeah, everything in life is about peaks and valleys. We always talk about it, peaks and valleys. So what about you out there? How you feeling today? Let me go ahead and throw this banner up real quick. Make sure you watch Althea McFarland on the Morning Max Show Monday through Friday at 10:30. You can definitely go to her page, which is the Morning Max Show page, and check it out. Make sure you give shouts out to her super producer Molly and also Trey. But anyway, go ahead, Althea.
Well, like Coach said, it must just be season for feeling down. Last week was a lot harder, difficult for me to get through, but don't nobody know because I don't, typically share it. I was going through some health challenges, and and I got to remember and trust and believe, like Coach said, that He still is in the blessing business. I'm talking about God the Almighty, and I'm still here. So I would say I'm a 7-2, Rodney. I'm a 7-2. I'm a 7 as well. Yep.
Okay, you got any shows or anything that you are looking forward to?
I don't have any shows, me personally, myself coming up, but I know all of my friends around me have shows popping up in there. And if God willing and see fit that I can, partake of and participate with some of the shows, I would love to be there in the audience cheering my friends on.
Yeah, people. I was telling everybody about the show that I went to out in Chesapeake Beach. Had a great time spending with my wife on our anniversary. Got to see Althea and do her thing, and Coach, I ain't supposed to be drinking, but I had to drink with my girl out there. Had a drink, then she was off the chain. I actually instantly regretted giving her her shot.
That's
That's
all
all
I
good.
had to, Coach. Was that
It's all good, my man. I'm
that's
saying, yeah, and it ain't nothing wrong with drinking. I mean, I think we all drink. So, I had 2 drinks with my wife and girls yesterday at dinner. So, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, as long as it ain't doing the excess, you know what I mean? It
it
should
was
be
just
pretty good.
one. That was it. I was done, Coach. It was one because I promised for his anniversary, and he said if I go up there, I said it, and Rodney, I will take a shot with you. I said if I kill it, if I do good, and which we did. It was I had a good time. So and Rodney came out of nowhere with this little glass. So I was like, I can do this. I can, Coach,
Okay.
set me up.
Okay. He set you
Shout
up.
out. Shout
He
out
did.
to Molly was out there, Trey was out there, Chout Bout was
Louisa,
out there, LA Josh Preston was out there. It was
don't forget
good to
Louisa.
see
Don't forget
and Louise and my girl Phoenix was out there. We had a great time just hanging out and and just enjoying the time out there together.
and my
So
brothers and sister came out and shocked me and supported me, and that mean a lot because their only second time seeing me perform. The
Okay.
first time I was in church in 2019.
Wow.
Yeah,
So yeah, Reese had such a good time, Coach, that she left her walker and all that stuff out there in Chesapeake. She was partying so much she forgot all her stuff. She walked out of there on her own wheel. You know what I'm saying? She was floating, floating.
I had my cane, Coach. I had my cane.
Oh, okay. Good stuff.
So
But
speaking of good time, and shout out to Phil Page, who's also doing the toy drive again this year for Street Line, and also his his stuff. Hey Phil, if you got a second, post that in the comments for me so people will know where they can go and check out Street Line. But today, today I'm excited, and I was on the Morning Max show this morning with Althea, and I was sitting there trying to figure out what would be our topic. And Althea, we had a little conversation, which we ain't got to get into that conversation, but I kind of wanted to discuss loyalty today. That's what came to me today, and loyalty to me. So I just want to get it. I'm gonna ask my first question, and y'all can think about it as I start explaining. But what does loyalty mean to you? You know what I'm saying? And for me personally, loyalty is kind of like one of those words like love. Like it to me is more of an action than an actual thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if I gotta tell somebody that I'm loyal to them, or they gotta tell me that they're loyal to me, then that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe that loyalty is kind of like an unspoken thing. Like the people that you truly loyal to or that are truly loyal to you ain't gotta say you're loyal. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta say this. It's in your actions. It's in how you treat that person. It's in how how your relationship is. You know what I'm saying? But loyalty can go a lot of different ways. I feel that loyalty is like a buzzword that people have started using without really understanding, the pure definition of it. Like it's been dehydrated. Is my not dehydrated? It's been diluted. That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, it's been diluted, like what people use loyalty for so many things that ain't even got anything to do with loyalty. So my question to y'all is like, what is loyalty to you? Um and loyalty to me just goes in so many different ways that like you can be loyal, just you can still be loyal to somebody and not have to be in their present. Like loyalty doesn't it just, to me, loyalty, a true loyal friend is what happens when you're not there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you know when somebody's loyal. When to me, I've always said that when in order to know what loyalty is what you say when I'm not in the room. You know what I'm saying? Not what you say what I am in the room, but when I'm not in the room, what you're saying. So, Althea, what is your definition of loyalty?
Okay, like you said, loyalty has taken on so many different meanings, but it still means the core of it. And the core of loyalty is love. Both love and loyal. And to me, when you are loyal to someone, I'll give you an example. Like you told me earlier, if I walk into a room and somebody's talking about you, you're my friend. And I'm going to be like, look, hey, I don't want to hear all that mess because that's my friend. And if they proceed to talk, I get them straight and then I exit, I leave. Now, that's having your back, whether you're there or not. And I don't have to agree with you to be loyal to you. I can have your back, and then I can say, Rodney, what was all of that about? I disagree, whatever, but I got your back. I'm not gonna let you get hurt. I'm not gonna let nobody hurt you. If I can't, I'm gonna be that pillar for you to lean on, fall on, or whatever on. Now, do we have to agree? No. A lot of time in love, you don't agree. So, and loyalty is an action word. You're right. You show it. It's like caring, kindness, and just being there, steadfast, unmovable, that kind of, you know. And that's to me. That's what, Lord, you got my back no matter what. You're not gonna leave me and drop and let me fall. Even if I do make a fool out of myself, or you still got my back. And then later on, you could bring me out or whatever. But it's a united front. We got this.
Okay, Coach.
Um,
What does loyalty look like to you?
I think it depends on the relationship.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, loyalty to a loved one versus loyalty to a friend is different.
All right. So let's take away. We're not going to take away. Let's stop. Let's take away family. Let's take away a relationship. Let's talk
Hmm.
about friend loyalty. Friend. We're gonna start there. We're gonna get into family and in relationship too. But let's start with friends in that case.
Um, yeah, I mean, I think that friends. Here's the thing. I think your true friend. It's hard at our age to like get new friends. You know what I mean? I think.
No,
I
I
think.
get you.
I think sometimes we think that friends. it's amazing how many people we think that friends only last friends at our age, I think, only last a season. I think our core friends have already been established.
Okay,
Like
I understand.
because I think that what happens is that we meet new people in this time, and out of all the new people you may meet, you know what I'm saying, only one of them may be even worthy of being a new friend, right? You know what I mean? Because you just don't know the people that you're meeting. You just in a new environment, you're seeing the representative of that person, and that's about all you're seeing. Right? You're seeing the good in that person. You don't know if they're a friend, you don't know if they're an associate, you don't know if they're a partner, you don't know none of that stuff. And so I am very, very, and Rodney has pulled my card on this when it comes to like trusting new people. I am not I don't open the door that quick for those people. But I am very loyal to the people that I have met and built a relationship over the last 10, 15 years, right? But from a friendship, yeah, I get what you guys are saying. A friend is gonna have your back no matter what, um, whether you're in the room or not, and I believe that. You know what I mean? And but I still think there's also levels of friendship. Like I don't necessarily allow all my friends to have access to everything of me. It's only like a select few that
Mhm.
have that full access. And when I mean select few, I'm meaning it's only like three or four,
Yeah.
like people in general. You know what I mean? That are outside of family and relationship. That
Yeah,
that mean I don't rock with you. Don't mean any of that stuff. But it's just that's just how I've always been.
yeah, I do believe that there's levels. I feel that me myself personally, like I make new friends and I make people now. Now, do I expect my thing is sometimes I feel like we expect more because of us. And this definitely doesn't go with you, Vic. I mean, not Vic, damn, Coach Vance, because you don't you wouldn't fall on this level, but I find myself in this level. I find myself that I make more of a friendship than that person is ever committed to. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you can be. I found myself being in friendships where I was the only one who was the friend. You know what I'm saying? I've been in friendships where I considered that person way more than they did, and then was surprised when it came out that I wasn't. You can be in a one-sided friendship, also a one-sided loyalty. I see, and then the sad thing is I've seen people do it all the time, but I've noticed that I learned a tough lesson one time where I considered this person a good friend. I considered him a brother. I considered these things to be who we was, where and then like I'm freely opening up about how I was feeling. I was going through something at the time and I was freely opening up how I was feeling, this, that, and the other. And then when the situation happened and I thought they were going to be a friend, it turns out that they was never my friend. You know what I'm saying? I was the only person in the friendship, if that makes sense. I mean, can you understand what I'm saying in that, Coach or Althea?
That hurts.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
That
Yeah,
hurts.
yeah. I mean that definitely hurts, and that's one of my one. That's one of the reasons that I don't go full in with everybody, right? You know what I mean? And out there, full disclosure, Rodney has pulled my card on the whole trust thing and all of that plenty of times. You know what I mean? And I think back, and I don't know. It's funny because I actually think back, and I really the people that I'm friends with, there are only probably like three or four people that I trusted wholeheartedly that have hurt me, but not, you know what I'm saying, that have hurt me badly and I've recovered from. Yeah.
Can I ask, were they like, was they friendship or was like girlfriend and boyfriend type stuff, or was they like
Well,
friends type stuff?
so from a relationship standpoint, I think that you're going to get hurt in the relationship no matter what, right? You know what I mean? I think because you put faith in another human being, you're going to get your feelings hurt, right? I think how you recover from it is important. Um, and so I think from a relationship standpoint, yeah, I've been hurt multiple times. I've been hurt in every relationship with another woman, but um some from a friendship standpoint, like I never really let the guard down enough to let certain friends hurt me. It never was going to get that, like they was never going to really get that close to me. So because honestly, at a young age, me and Rodney were friends since we were four, and we had another friend that was part of us too, part of that clique, and then I had cousins that were also part of that clique. And even out of all of those five or six people, probably only like three of them really were friends. Does that make sense? And like uh, two of the five hurt me, two of the five I hurt them for whatever reason, right? So the loyalty piece, I have my shovel friends, I have my sandbox friends, and you know what I'm saying, and I kind of leave it at that. And those are the people that are my friends, and then I got, of course, my immediate family, my wife, my kids, and all that. That I'm 100% loyal. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, there's like, so to answer your question, relationship wise, yes, people have hurt me. Friendship wise, not so much. But I've had close friends hurt me.
I've experienced more hurt, it seemed like, from my so-called friends than I have in relationship, because in relationship you always kind of keeping that one eye open. But when you think somebody's your friend, whether it's your brother, your sister, and you love them and it's not reciprocated, I mean that was heartbreaking and devastating to me. And it's sometimes it's hard for me to let it go, because I have issues of letting go and holding on, because we lose so many people throughout our life so much. And sometimes that hurt lingers, if that makes sense, what I'm saying. Because I let them too close. I gotta get the definite gift of discernment to know who I can let in and who's not. And people gotta know who I am as well too. Because coach, I really don't think that, like you said, if they don't know me for years, they don't know me.
Yeah. And kind of to speak to that a little bit, it's the loyalty is built up, as well as the breakdown, like the not trusting is built up. So like the friends that have hurt you, you know what I'm saying? You keep one eye open on the next friends. And it's funny that we got on this topic because in church yesterday, to move to the next season, one of the topics was you must forgive the past.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're gonna be able to get to the next season. If you don't, you're just gonna carry that into the next season, and it's gonna create the cycle, right? So to your point, once they hurt you, if you haven't forgiven the past, and this is, I'm speaking to myself too out there because it's me as well, especially when it comes to like trust and all that stuff, or trusting people. It's not even trust. It's literally, I'm not a believe what you say kind of guy. There's only one person in this world, Riley knows who that person is, that I actually believe what they say. But I am not
I don't
like,
know who that person is.
yeah, that's true. That's true too.
Hey, all
Um,
right.
yeah, so it's like like I'm not. Some people believe what you say, right? Like until you prove that they're wrong. I am not that type of person. Like you're not out there. You're not gonna tell me you're funny, and I'm not gonna believe that you're funny because you tell me you're funny, right? Like that's just not who I am. But when I
Right.
see that you are funny, then I'll believe you.
Right.
What's
You
good,
understand?
Molly? Super
You know
producer
what I mean?
Molly checking in.
Hey.
It's just like when the Commanders fans believed
Oh
they were
shit.
going to the Super Bowl this year. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't believe them. You know what I'm saying? So now I can't find Nash. I can't find Buddy Ice. You know what I'm saying? I sat next to, you know what I'm saying, Rodney Glover for the last 3 weeks watching the Commanders. You know what I mean? Now I really don't believe them. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I feel. But they're loyal. They are loyal. We can say that.
Now, can I ask you guys another thing? When just because you don't agree with what your friend or agree with them, do that mean you're not loyal because you don't agree with them or think the way they think?
Say that again. No, just because you don't agree with your friends, does that make you not loyal?
Right, yeah.
What's good, Pat? I already acknowledged you in the opening credits, brother.
Yeah.
Just so you know that.
No, you're saying because you don't agree, man, out there, if you knew how much me and Rodney disagree on some things, yeah, you would be shocked. Like you would be shocked that I don't think friendship necessarily requires agreement, right? I think honestly I don't think agreement brings loyalty because I'm going to tell you like this: if here is what I think loyalty, and here's why how I think friendship and loyalty is derived, right? If I call Althea or Rodney about a situation that's personal to me, right? Rodney and Althea know the right answer. When I'm calling, a lot of times I may or may not see the right answer, but I'm going to respect what Rodney says is the right answer, right? Because I trust him that much that even if I'm talking sideways, he's going to tell me the right answer. That's what creates loyalty, right? Because I can call friends that are going to give me the answer that I want to hear.
That you want to hear. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got a lot of those friends, right? And I got a lot of friends that will give me different perspectives. I got a lot of friends that love me and say protect yourself. I got a lot of friends that say you're not right, but I got a lot of friends that say, "Hey, um, nah, you absolutely are right." You know what I'm saying? Go get it done. You know what I mean? But if I want the real answer, I know which friends to call. All the time. I know exactly which friends to call. I know
Yeah, but
which
a lot of times, to be honest with ourselves, sometimes we don't want to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we want to get fed that lie or whatever we're standing in where you get that friend be like, nah, forget that. Don't worry about that. Blah, blah, blah. You know, this, that, and the other, where they'll let you hear what it is that you want to hear. You know, unfortunately for me, I am I'm the type of dude that I just tell I just tell you how I feel no matter what. Whether I know it's the truth or whether no it's not. And the thing about it is anybody knows me, they know that's what they get. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not for or to tell you what you want to hear type situation. So that's why some people don't call me. So, you know, it's definitely we got to do better lobbies thanks to coach. I have no idea what they're talking about on that one, but I definitely think that when it comes to loyalty, just like love and everything like that, it's built through, and I think Molly said it right here. It's built through testing. You know what I'm saying? Relationships, love, everything is built through testing. You know what I'm saying? Cause you ain't gonna just trust somebody just because they walk through the door and say, I can be trusted. You know what I'm saying? And it's through the testing of that relationship, that friendship, and things like that, where with true loyalty and true friendship and true stuff is really built. You know, me and Coach, we know our friendship is true because we've been through some things. You know what I'm saying? We've been through things together. We've been through things separate. We got bodies in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Like like you want to talk to us about some little stuff. We was there when the trenches was the trenches. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
a lot of friendship, you know, that person that was walking with you through the trenches that's the loyalty. That's the thing that is built. And sometimes you get people where like I said, you put more value in that friendship than that person puts in you. You know, and you get that. Not and unfortunately, I feel that I'm way more open than Coach. Like me, like you actually have a chance to be my friend. Like with Coach, I don't think you got a chance in hell. Like you starting off already 10 steps back. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you truly want to be his friend, but that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Unless some kind of unless you know y'all experience some kind of tragedy together, or not tragedy, but some kind of like something where he can say, okay, now I can see I trust him. Like you ain't got to do that for me. Like I trust Althea. I think she's a great friend in my opinion, but we ain't had no tragedy together. You know what I'm saying? But I have talked to her about things that I was going through and stuff like that I'm open to talk because I just don't I don't know. I don't know what it is about me. I gotta figure that out. Like, cause I don't care, man. If somebody tells me they going through something, I tell them what I went through too. Like I got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not worried about backlash or they using it against me or anything like that. Molly says, if your friend can't disagree with you, then they ain't really your friend.
You absolutely right.
You said you absolutely right, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, man, my thing is this is here's how you really understand who your circle is, right? So like I've been really going through a lot of things over the past couple of weeks. Actually, for the past like 2 years, a lot of people don't know I've been going through a lot. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of that. And the majority of the 5 or 6 dudes that I know um have kind of pulled me through it, right? You know what I'm saying? Each storm, each phase, I've had a different guy pull me to it. And one of my other friends had mentioned to me, and when he talks to me, he just lets me talk, right? And then he says, well, what are your friends saying? What are these people saying? Then he'll give his opinion, or he'll give his opinion and then ask me, well, what other advice are you getting? And one day he sat back and told me, he's like, you know what's funny, V? Is you have a good group of dudes telling you the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when he said it, it's amazing that, you know what I'm saying? You, you automatically start weeding out the negativity. You know what I'm saying? Instantly from your situation or the people that's fueling you in the wrong direction. Almost automatically starts doing it itself, right? And when you look up, it's like, all right, it's funny because had I listened to this person about this situation, I'm glad I cut them off from that situation because that wouldn't have produced the fruit that I needed. But the other 3 people that's in my circle would have produced it, right? Because now the voice is clear, right? You know what I'm saying? And then you got to always, of course, go to God's voice as well. And when you start hearing people confirm what God is confirming to you, that's when you know you're hearing from the right people. So, but back to Roddy Singh. Yeah, I'm not that type of person that's going to sit back and let you all the way in. So I'll talk to you. I'm very nice in public. You know what I'm saying? I'll have a conversation about anything from kickball to, you know what I'm saying, astrology. But I won't, you still won't break the door open. Not with me.
Right. And would you ever give your friend, because we all sometimes we don't all get along with each other's friends, right? So
Mhm.
has there ever been a
I mean,
time that I'm just asking, Coach, has there ever been a time that Rodney has had a friend that you didn't care for, that you
I,
didn't particularly
We
like at
don't
all?
mix and mingle.
yeah. So understand, like, me and Roddy's friendship is a little different than all the rest of his friends.
Okay.
Despite them listening to this show, if Roddy got to beef with any of his
Oh, see,
friends,
peasy. Sorry, my bad.
Roddy would know who to call to beef with any of his friends.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think
So it's not. It wouldn't. It's. I don't have a beef with none of his friends. All his boys are cool. I mean, he had a completely different crew. Like when we separated at that was we was about 16 roughly. Yeah, about 16, 17. I think it was the summer that we were 16 when we crashed that car into that mailbox.
Yeah.
So that was 16. When we were 16.
Change that tire in 45 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, we
Look like
sure
a
did.
pit crew out there.
Um, yeah, so but since about 16, and then Rodney ended up moving and I ended up moving. So we ended up having different sets of friends like the 17, 18, 19 range. So like his friends were his friends, my friends were mine, and we really didn't mingle, which was a good thing at that time. It was a really good thing. So and then we didn't really link back up until, you know what I'm saying, we were in our, you know what I'm saying, early late 20s.
okay. So you never had to give him like an ultimatum and be like, I don't like your friend, cut him off, or I ain't gonna deal with you no more.
I mean, I wouldn't say that about his friends because I don't got to deal with his friends. You
Right.
understand? Like I don't got like okay. I mean, dudes are different than females. Like females, like I could go over Rodney's crew, and the crew be perfectly fine. Somebody might say something slick, depending on the day. You know what I'm saying? Guys don't operate that way. It's still gonna be cordial because we both mess with Rodney, right? You know what I mean? So it ain't never gonna get that. Now, if it get a little
Thank
extreme, it's gonna get extreme, right? And it just is what it is. But the guys don't operate in the same manner as females when it comes to those type of beefs. That you know what I'm saying? I never see that. Now, if I see Rodney getting pulled in a certain way by a friend, I'm gonna be like, yo, you might want to ease up on that. You know what I mean? And then that's on him to ease up. But Rodney would say the same thing to me. He would say, hey, you might want to leave that alone. And then that's gonna be the end of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got you know what I'm saying, the three shot rule, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you 3 times, leave it alone. And the fourth time, I'm not wrestling you. You grown man. You can go do what you want to do.
Yeah, but that also means I gotta sit there and watch you do it too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I've had a friendship. We became friends again, but I've had a friendship ruined because I was honest and because I told them, and they were in a situation. I had a friendship with my boy's wife was doing him dirty, and the dude said something to me. And I guess he didn't know I was friends with him, but I was completely thrown off. You know what I'm saying? We're at his cookout in his house, he cooking, and the dude sitting there, his wife came outside and he was just going. He was like, yo, she is so beautiful. She's this, she's that. And it was, it's one thing like I can say coach's wife is beautiful. That's cool. But it's another thing when you like, you know, you over there rubbing your hands and, you know, like, man, I can't, you know, this, that, and oh gosh, look at her. What she got? I was like, yo, I was like, yo, what the hell is going on? I was like, hey, yo, that's my man wife. And he said, I know. And the way he said it, just totally just. So I went and told my man. You know what I'm saying? I went right up to him. I was like, hey, yo, I don't know who cuz is over here, but this dude doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, he over here, blah, blah, blah. And I go into the Joan. He was like, man, don't be trying to call stuff at my cookout and this, that, and the other. I was like, cause what? You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to, like, yo, this Joan ain't right, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then he got mad at me. You know, he got mad at me and I was still stuck. I'm like, yo, I don't understand. Like, this joint blowing my mind. And, you know, later on we talked again and blah, blah, this, that, and the other, became friends. But yeah, I had to cut him off. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even about him cutting it off. I can't come back to your house no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, not me. Like, other people might be able to do it, but me? Nah, because I'm going to say something to everybody in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the wrong one. I'm not going to be quiet and let things go on and this, that, and that. And I told him, I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. I think I'm going to have to step away for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't beat you. Not, you know, I got the wrong one. I'm the wrong, because I wanted to knock that dude out. Like, I was hot.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then you get that situation where I had to tell him. I was like, yeah, I can't. Yeah. Now, if you want to go out to dinner, we out us, that's cool. But I don't want to come back. I'm not coming to another cookout. Like, I'm good. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's what's, I don't know what's going on, you got to fix your house first. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to fix that first, and then we good, because I'm not the right person for that. I know myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the right person, because I would knock that dude out and be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would, like if I walk, like he didn't, luckily while I was there, he didn't like touch her or anything like that. But if he walked up and touched her, I would have whooped his ass. But the crazy part about it is that dude, that same dude, and well, shit, I don't care. That same dude, he ain't with her no more, so it don't matter. But that same dude was the same dude that knocked the dude out over Vicky. You know what I'm saying? So some dude was trying to holler at Vicky. I told him I didn't care. I wasn't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and that. He was like, nah, I don't like that. And then when the dude came out, he knocked him smooth out. And to me, you know, I'm just like, yo, you know, you got to know who you are. So was there loyalty because I knew I needed to step away because I knew who I was and I didn't want to, you know, that's his relationship. I don't want to mess up his relationship just because I don't feel that his relationship is good for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
you didn't leave your friend either. You didn't say, no, I'm not going to be friends with you because you friends with that dude with somebody else.
Well,
right?
I couldn't be at the same event as him and his wife. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go to any more events with them.
Okay, that's
because I knew that, because, you know, just by that, I could tell that something wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Something wasn't right. So for me, yeah, I couldn't do that, but that's only because I know me. You know what I'm saying? I know me. It turns out, you know, his wife was doing stuff behind his back. The whole story did come out. That dude was a part of that. So, you know, but that was something that I saw that I saw a mile away. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, am I wrong for that? Does that mean I'm not loyal? That's my question to you.
No, because you didn't leave your friend. You didn't abandon your post as being a friend, even if your friend was making a mistake by keeping that creepy dude around. You didn't abandon your friends. You didn't leave your post. You still stay loyal to that dude. You just didn't go around, or you know, when that other dude was right, because you knew yourself, and that's respectable. But what if you could have told your friend, man, I'm not dealing with you because you like dealing with that dude and y'all bunch of trash, and I ain't dealing with you. Now,
I would have if I thought that dude was in his circle. That dude wasn't in his circle.
Right.
So would I have done that? I would have. If he had brought that dude around me, yeah, it would have been more smoke in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been more smoke. Like I was at that point in time, I had to pack my stuff up. I told my kids to get their stuff together. I gotta go. Because I couldn't stay there. Because I know me. You know what I'm saying? And Lord knows y'all know me. Shoot, I get to drink and I'll tell you everything I'm feeling, including stuff you ain't asked me, you want to know, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I knew me, yeah, I had to pack my stuff up and go. And my boys was like, what's going on? I was like, man, I just can't stay, dog. I can't do this. This I can't do. You know what I'm saying?
Still was loyal to your friend. You didn't abandon your post, you didn't abandon your friendship, I think. And that's good because I'm loyal like that, you know, because we don't have to like the same people. I don't like to have like meet my girl Misha. I don't have to like the people that she around.
Shout out to Misha.
Misha married. Man. I don't even have to like the guy she dated. She dated a guy, but I ain't gonna leave her with a jerk. You know, I'm gonna stay right there because I'm loyal to her. And then when they break up, and when she was like, "Oh, he did such and such," I'd be like, "It's go time. Let's go." I was waiting for go time, but she was like, "Simmer down, pit bull, simmer down." But you know, I was just like, but I didn't tell her if you want to date. But she had a situation like that with me. The guy that she was messing with didn't like me, and he told her, "Oh, you need to pull back from your friend and all that." And it was like, okay, we had a situation like that.
And what'd you do?
Nothing I could do. She pulled back. She pulled away, and I told him, I said, "You hurt her. I'm gonna hurt you," and everything because the guy was a jerk. He was ultimately a jerk, but I was a true friend to her, and I told her, "I'll be here for you." Because I knew the type of person that person was. He was sending his representatives. Me and Misha been friends almost 30 years. I outlast all of those dudes. So and she didn't like some people I was dating. And it's like we fall back. We never say, oh, you dealing with him, I ain't your friend no more. We fall back because we know our friend is going to really need us later. Because when that jerk shows up, that he's a jerk, your friend is really going to need you. And your friend, you should have their back when they fall. And I would do the same with you, Rodney. If somebody, and you know, you get the blowback because you find out, whoa, you're going to be like, I got you, Reese. Told you that joker wasn't no good. And then I'd be like, you right, Rodney. You know?
But I gotten in trouble for that. Last week we had Kendra on the show. Same thing. And that's one of the things that, you know, me and Kendra talked about. So it's all good. But there was a point where I wasn't feeling her. Now I do want to say this man is totally different than when I met him when he was young. You know, you talking about 30 years ago. But I didn't feel that he was right for her. And I said something and I got in a lot of trouble for it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, but I told her, you know, the same thing. You know, she told me she didn't want me to come over and all that kind of stuff too. But I don't feel like that breaks relationships though.
It should.
If you are a friend but hold on, just hear me out before you cut me off.
No, I'm agreeing. Go ahead.
If you are a friend, just because you step back or you need some time to deal with some things, because sometimes you got more personal problems that affects you that you don't want to project your feelings on that friend. You know what I'm saying? That you have to take that step back because you know how you are. You know what I'm saying? And even though you appreciate that friendship or anything like that, like Reese, you know, if you met a dude that I knew 20 years ago and that dude was a piece of crap, and you're like, he not the same, he like not this, that, and the other, I may have to step away and wait. You know what I'm saying? And let that happen. And because you know, I knew that old version of him, or I knew what people was telling me about him back in the day. That don't mean I'm not your friend, or I don't love you, or I don't have loyalty. That just means that, you know, that I don't want to say that maybe I love you so much, or I have that much feelings that I don't want to watch you get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, That doesn't mean I still won't be there for you at the end of it. It just means that right now I see that this isn't something that is healthy for me, because sometimes, and that's what I also wanted to get into. Loyalty starts with you being loyal to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That to me is where loyalty really begins and lies and ends. Like, because if you're not loyal to yourself, then it's impossible to be loyal to someone else. And if you're not loyal to yourself first and know what you are capable of, or how much you feel for someone, because sometimes sometimes you're doing something that seems like a bad thing, but it's really for the protection of yourself or that other person. You know what I'm saying? Because some people have triggers. You know what I'm saying? Some people have triggers. Like I know a lot of Vance's triggers. Now, do I know them all? No, I don't. But I know some of them. And I know I wouldn't put him in a situation where I know that trigger is going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that he's not my friend or this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I got certain friends that I know can handle this situation, and I got certain friends that I know can't handle that situation. I'm not calling Reese to help me bury a body. She ain't even got good shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean that you wouldn't help me with the body. It just means that you ain't the person to call. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense to you out there, you know, that don't make you less of a friend. That don't make you less loyal. That just means that in this certain situation, you are not the person I need to rely on. You are not the person I need
honestly, out there, you gonna break in court. Like that's really the bottom line. Like, you're gonna snitch. Like, when it's all said and done, you are gonna. We know that you gonna break in court because you don't want to go to jail. Like, so, like, there's no point in you even helping out in that situation. I'm just letting you know that now. Am I lying?
I'm not going. Look, I'm not going to snitch per se. Snitch. I ain't gonna say,
there you go.
Because I ain't gonna get involved. So plurable denial. See, I don't know. I can't snitch. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know what they did. I was on the show and I went to bed. I don't know what they did.
Yeah, you know, as much as you love Molly, and Molly's your super producer, you're not calling Molly for that dirty work. Molly gonna snitch too. You know what I'm saying? Molly ain't built for jail life. He ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Molly gonna call his friends. Yeah, you gotta know. Does that mean he's not loyal? Nah.
Alicia a snitch too, because she already said she ain't losing her government clearance, and my son a snitch too. So it's only a couple of hitters that will help me bury a body.
Yeah, you know who you call? You call Philip Page. That's who you need to call. You know, Philip would make a body disappear in a minute. He probably got bodies right now on him. He's sitting there right now with a shovel in his trunk. So, you know, you got to know who to call.
I wouldn't even bring my friends into my fight. If I was having an issue with somebody, I wouldn't even bring it to them because they are my friend. And I wouldn't want to take nothing. You know, I'll try to handle it or diffuse it on my own. Or be like, it's cool. You got to let it go or forgive it. I wouldn't even be like, Rodney, you can't be friends with Coach because I don't like Coach. And because me and Betty Ice got into it, Coach took Betty Ice out of blah, blah, blah. You know, something crazy. And I would never bring that to my friend, first of all. Or make an ultimatum. I could. That's not being a friend. We all know that even in relationships.
That's not true. I made an ultimatum. I just told you I made an ultimatum. I told you I can't be around you and your girl. It's simple. It can't happen. It ain't gonna work.
But you just not coming around. That's the ultimatum. You fix the problem. You like, I can't be around you and your girl. So when your girl around, I'm not coming around, and that's fine.
The shovel that went through my windshield.
Ultimatum be like, get rid of her, or we ain't friends no more.
I'm pretty sure this is Kales that's on this right here. I can't believe he remembered that windshield going to the shovel going through my windshield. I didn't remember I told him that story. But anyway, sorry about that. Yeah. Molly said he got whooping for snitching, so you good. You good. Molly got your back. He said if you need to bury a body, is right here on live. The first person you need to call is Molly. He got you.
No,
So
I wouldn't
now
even
we know.
bring Molly. Molly got babies to look after. I try to do my dirt all by my lonely. You don't bring nobody into your woes. Not your friends anyway, because your friends, everybody got enough problems of their own. That ain't a good friend. Sometimes you can't help but to get your friend involved. But if you can help it, don't bring your friend involved. You know, that's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's just me. I wouldn't do that to my friends because I care and I love my folks. You know, that's me. Some people don't care if you get shot up. Some people don't care if you get stabbed up. But I do.
I had to worry about you doing the shooting or the stabbing. I don't know.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's what I had to worry about. I don't know. You ain't got no good eyesight, so I'd rather you have a gun.
I got
than a knife.
one good eye. I got one. This may be 120, but this is 2030 with the glass. Look, I got one good.
All right, so I got a question now for you, Reese. When does your loyalty stop? What's your line?
When it's agreed upon that the relationship is over, it's end. You're breaking the contract. There's no longer, I wish you nothing but love, peace, and blessings. But out of sight, out of mind. I don't deal with you. I forgive you. Put everything behind me. I don't deal with you. You don't deal with me. You stay over there. I live over.
Oh, that's Albans. Oh man, now I figured out who it was. My bad. Sorry.
I mean, that's when it's and
oh, come on, man. I would have sent you the link, Albans. You could have joined us in this conversation. Albans to make you dance. Originals co-host the Dad Mentality podcast. All right, my bad. I'm sorry. I got excited there.
Other than that, I'm the ride or die. So.
Other than that, you the ride or die. You ain't no ride. You the ride and snitch. Ain't nobody.
I'm not snitching because, like I said, if you need to get stitched up, anything medical I can do. I don't get sick. I don't have a weak tolerance. I don't have a weak incontinence for none of that. But as far as the crime part, where I can actually lose my freedom, no, I don't want to lose my freedom. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, loyalty stops when you get to the point of you've had enough. You know what I mean? I don't know that it's an end of relationship or anything like that. Or, you know what I'm saying? I also believe that, you know what I'm saying, it stops. It can stop when it's no longer being returned.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think a lot of times we kind of we stop loyalty because of emotion, not necessarily because of fact.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I think we stop loyalty because we're mad. We stop loyalty because we're upset. We stop loyalty because of what's name, but we don't necessarily stop loyalty because once facts come out, like it's amazing how loyalty changes. Or once forgiveness comes out, it's amazing how loyalty changes back. Right? You know what I mean? So loyalty is all really based a lot off of emotion and how you feel about somebody.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, for me, I don't know. I think my loyalty level is a lot stronger than other people. Like for me, my loyalty, like it takes a lot for you to get rid of my loyalty. Once I put you in there, I mean, I don't know. I guess I can take that back. It does take forgiveness. Now I get what you're saying. Now, I just thought about somebody, but I don't know. I still was loyalty even when I told him I wasn't going to be loyal. You
Yeah,
know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
and all
Uh,
honesty, like Rodney, what you said is like true. It's true about me too. Once I become loyal to you, it is very hard for me to become unloyal to you.
yeah.
And I'm talking about very, very hard for me to become unloyal to you. And it's crazy because you know what I'm saying. Sometimes my loyalty is to my detriment. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So that
I
so
believe
that's
that
what
for a lot of people.
so that's why I said your loyalty is derived. Once you get to the point of that point is enough, right? That's when it kind of switches. You know what I'm saying? And man, it can be tough getting to that point, right? Depending on if you're the type of person that's loyal to a fault.
Yeah,
But
definitely. Go ahead.
I am the problem, and Rodney can tell you this out there. The problem with my loyalty is that when it stops, it completely stops.
Yeah.
So I do my best to not even get to that point. If I ever commit, and that so it is one big thing, right? You know what I'm saying? So Roddy says, "Hey, Vance doesn't open up as much." Right? I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't open up to many people, but when I do open up, I'm completely loyal to them. And when I am completely loyal to them, it's to my detriment. And the problem is it'll take me forever to become unloyal to them. But when I do,
It's done.
the brick wall is there, right? So that's kind of part of who I am, and it's a lot to process. It's a lot that I got to work on with that because I shouldn't be that way with everybody, right? I shouldn't be that way at all. But that's a defense mechanism that I have.
It
So,
is.
hmm
Yeah. I understand that. Totally get that.
So what about you, Reese?
What about me? What?
What about you? What's your loyalty like?
Oh, I said it. I said that when we were saying that I'm like I'm gonna ride or die, but I ain't gonna snitch. I ain't gonna lose my freedom. But when I'm near, I'm near. I got your back. I'm not gonna leave you. I also know that I suffer with separation anxiety, dealing being left behind, or that's childhood trauma. So if I say I got your back, Rodney, like Coach said, I'm gonna have it to a fault. When everybody else don't like you, but I'ma still like you. Whenever, because beat I don't walk to the beat of nobody else's drum. So nobody else don't gotta like you for me to like you. I can be the only one that like you because that's me. That's who I like. And if I like you, I like you. You know.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. So
All right.
you know.
Yeah, Albans, you definitely open to the show anytime. Reach out whenever you want to join us. You are dad mentality OG, so we got you. But let's see. Louisa say I completely agree with Coach. I am the same way. I'm loyal to a fault. But if you fuck me over one too many times because I gave you chances, you're done. So
I
there
don't
you
want to be
go.
hurt no more. If I give you another chance, you gonna hurt me again. You hurt me the first time when you said goodbye.
I don't think I get hurt easily. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I just don't get hurt easily. But then again, I'm
I
sorry.
thought about that too, Rodney. I thought about the same thing. Like it's only certain people that can hurt me that deeply.
Yeah.
You understand? And I mean, it really is only certain people that can hurt me that deeply. And and truth be told, I don't know I don't know what that is for every person that I'm loyal to, right? So like the way Rodney can hurt me versus the way that my next friend that I'm loyal to can hurt me are two different ways. Because my expectations of Rodney are different.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the way my wife can hurt me is different, right? The way my family can hurt me is different. So I think each friend it's different for them for the way they can and cannot hurt you. right? That will impact your loyalty. I don't allow people that much room to do that.
All right.
And
So Molly asks, have y'all ever been a friend in the wrong?
Oh yeah, no doubt,
yeah, but that's
no
when you
doubt.
ask for grace and for forgiveness. You like, I'm sorry, my bad. But but when somebody tell you to get away from them, I don't want to deal with
Yeah.
you. What you supposed to do? But you thought that they was your friend. You was like, you really telling me to do kick rocks? Then you ain't got
I
no
feel
choice.
like when I was the friend in the wrong, I meant to be wrong. I didn't, you know
Then
what
how
I'm
you
saying?
gonna call a
Like,
friend and you meant to be wrong?
hey,
Yeah,
first of all, have you been friends with me, Reese?
Yeah,
All right, then there you go. Because I told people exactly how I felt, and they weren't able to accept it. Didn't
but that
mean I
don't mean
was
you wrong.
wrong, huh?
That telling
Yeah,
the
yeah,
person
but
the
it goes
truth.
back to that. It goes back to that knowing your friend and how you presented things. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like you gotta know. You gotta know. You know, your words can kill just like it can build up.
Yes,
yes, it can.
and and that's something that I've been definitely trying to work on and focus on, but it's very rarely that I say something I didn't mean. You know what I'm saying? Especially right now. Now maybe when I was younger, okay, but then they probably wasn't friends. You know, you can go into that whole scenario too, but um you know, I've been in the friend in the wrong because I was just tired of whatever was going on. And I'm like, yeah, dog, let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying? And I could have said it in a better way, or I could have said it in a positive light, or maybe I didn't have to bring out for me, like, do I gotta bring out every time you mess up? Like I can let some things pass. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's every time. Like anytime something happened that ain't make sense to me, I'm bringing it up. Now, was I always right? I don't know. I could have been wrong in those instances. I always feel like when I said it, I was right. You know what I'm saying? So can I say that I was wrong? Probably was wrong. I can definitely say that I was wrong in delivery. You know what
then
I'm
what if
saying?
they
Like,
don't forgive you? What if you say, I'm sorry, my bad, I apologize, and they tell you no? The coach like,
Uh,
nah.
I mean nah, I get um the only like I'll give you for the only that nah I if I acknowledge that, you know what I'm saying, I was wrong, and then you don't forgive, and you're my friend, because there's a big difference between a friend and relationship or family or anything of that. There's a really big difference between that. I'll give you time, right, to figure that out,
Mhm.
right? You know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of times that I've been wrong to Rodney, and plenty of times he's been wrong to me, right? You know what I mean? Um, but it was never like an end of relationship. Now there were other relationships that I've had where I was wrong, just outright wrong, right? And had to try and reconcile it. Matter of fact, it's funny because I actually in the past 3 weeks reconciled with an old friend I've reconciled with people in my past that I've never thought I would reconcile with. One, but two,
me too.
recently I've reconciled, and those some of them people were not friends; they were actually enemies. But
Mm.
recently I reconciled with a friend a person that I would have considered a friend for a while. You know what I mean? And I just reached out to him and told him you know what I'm saying, how I felt, and apologized. You know what I'm saying, to him, and you know what I'm saying. He received it well, and he apologized for some things that were said too. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna be calling them up every week and like I was before. But it may get
Right,
back to that, right?
right.
It may get back to that. but it's so yeah. I've been the friend in the wrong plenty of times. But um, I mean, it happens. It definitely happens. I've been in the friend with the wrong. There's been times I told Roddy to do some wild stuff that I knew was wrong, and vice versa.
Yeah, but I still chose to do it.
You
so
did.
so
You did.
so how that ain't really
Yeah,
I never looked at
but
it
I
as
was wrong.
wrong.
But I was wrong for that, right? You know what I'm saying? I was still wrong for doing that. And Rodney has said the same thing. Nah, Rodney has said the same thing too. So and I've had, you know what I'm saying, I've told friends that I've given them wrong advice, like you shouldn't have handled it that way. That was on me being emotional and all that stuff. So it's, I mean, the loyalty and the friendship thing. Now we did never got on the relationship piece, 'cause that's a completely different thing. But um, yeah. So I
You
understand what you're
sound like
saying.
you wanna share something about relationship. Go ahead, sir.
No, I think that family and relationships are completely different. I just think that you waste time. Like I went to go see my great aunt my aunt yesterday, and of course she's not doing, she's fighting cancer and so forth. So but I think you waste time being mad at family and your true family, your immediate family, your kids and all of that stuff. Never waste that time, because you really don't get that time back ever.
I believe that.
You know what I mean? And oftentimes I think people got to understand that when you waste that time and you don't get it back, that the biggest regret is the waste of time. It's not even the situation, it's not any of that stuff. The biggest regret is a waste of time, because you'll look up and you'll realize that, man, I literally wasted years dealing with something that I could have forgiven, or I could have let go, or I could have worked out a different way, or I could have honestly just dealt with and loved that person, right? You know what I mean? And I know everybody has family members that, hey, I can't tolerate this no more, right? Or I can't allow this to be in. But like, in all honesty, I think when it comes to your personal relationships, it's just a different type of bond, and it's a different type of loyalty. You know what I mean? Um, and so forth. And that's just me personally. And
I
that's
feel
how I was brought up.
the same way, coach, because time is one thing you can't get back. And if we spend more time mad at each other than we did, this is for family. I can't, I don't let go of family. Me and my sister can go for years without speaking, but I love them. If they sick, or if somebody bothers them, if they need me, I'm always there, because God put that there. That's my blood. I can't say, "Oh God, why'd you give me that sister?" I have to wait till ever I meet them. Look, I didn't choose my family. It's not like friends. My blood is my blood, and but I stopped being the pick me. I stopped being the one that's calling, and everything. I wait for them. I plant the seed and I sit back. I'm here for you. My mother, I was like, "How's such and such?" My mother was like, "Call him yourself." I said I did call. I didn't get no return. That's why I'm asking you. Everything good? And she was like, "Yeah." I said, "Just tell them they got my number. It's been the same forever. And when they do need me and they call me, I'm there." And some people say that you are dumb for going and running and being there. I'm like, no, I'm not. God told me to love. He didn't tell me to. I'm not passing judgment. I'm not casting. I'm just loving to the best of my ability. This is the older me. Now the younger me be like, oh, on some different stuff. 30 years ago, I'd be like, bitch. I mean, oops, sorry.
You
I've
good?
been like, I've been on a different level. And then the blah blah this and blah blah that, forget you, Phil. But the older me, look at things differently. And with the family, because we're losing each other. I just buried two cousins this past weekend in North Carolina, an 8-month-old cousin and a 79-year-old cousin.
Yeah.
There ain't no perspective age, no prospective person, we are losing families left and right.
And people waste time.
Time.
And you got like, and I mean, just in my situation, like I've had over the past year or so, some life threatening situations from a health perspective. And when you start having those, you start cherishing time.
Yeah.
Right? It's true. Because your
Like,
own mortality is being questioned. You like, well, how
correct.
much time do I get? Let me get it right. You know,
Yep.
I don't want to go to my grave. I don't want my sister going to my grave, not knowing if I love them or not. I love my family immensely, whether they wrong or right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing they ain't never got a question. They
Yep.
know they big sister.
Yeah, but I got some family that I don't care to give them access ever again.
I'm with you.
Like I don't like I'm good with forgiveness, and I can honestly say I forgave them, but that don't mean I want to hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? That
I'm
don't
not.
mean.
Yeah,
But
I
go ahead,
agree.
I'm listening.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you don't protect your. I'm not saying that
Take your
you.
peace.
Yeah, you don't necessarily protect your peace. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got to protect your peace. I get what you're saying on that.
Yeah, nah, because you just made me think about it. Because I was sitting there thinking about family that I've been blessed that me and my brothers have never really had that type of relationship where we fight and be angry at each other for years or anything like that. That we have fought and had situations, but it always ended up. I think that's mainly because my mother was that type of person. But then again, my mother was the type of person. Once she cut you off, that's the end of that. You can go ahead. You can go ahead. You can go ahead and write that down because it ain't going to change. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Want to be
it's
like that.
still, but I still, I've been working on forgiveness, and I found out that forgiveness doesn't mean that I give accessibility. You know what I'm saying? I can still forgive without giving people access, and I still just think there are some people that I just don't want to intermingle with them. Now, just because I forgive them, did they ask for forgiveness? Nah, they didn't even ask for forgiveness. I just forgave them. If I saw them at a family reunion, I would, I say what's up and keep it moving, but I wouldn't start no fight or nothing like that. I wouldn't. It'd
Right.
be the
Right.
same either way. But if I found out they was on their deathbed, I wouldn't just show up just so we can amend our relationship. As far as I'm concerned, that relationship is over. But there has been times because I'll be honest with you, me and even my niece, who is my sister's daughter, um, there was a time where we were not cool with each other, and it took me going down, and I finally like we would say hi, and that'd be the end of it. But I finally went up to her and said, you know what? I'm not the same person
Right.
that back when we were 16. I don't think you're the same person either. Why are we still holding on to something that happened 20 years ago? And I was like, look, you don't have to forgive me, but I would love for you to forgive me. And that simple conversation, she looked at me and she said, I forgive you. And I was like, and she was like, I want you to forgive me too. And I said, absolutely, you've already been forgiven. And I gave her, and we hugged, and then that was literally the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Now
Right.
we see each other, we talk about the kids, we have conversations, this, that, and the other. And there's literally all that animosity was gone in just that short conversation. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how we can just have we don't we sit there and be in our own ways to have a simple conversation that could actually just change everything. You know what I'm saying? That could take away that elephant out of the room. So, um, yeah, I mean, hey, I think it was a great conversation. I'm gonna shout out to Molly. Molly, let's see what else. Blood don't make you family, loyalty do they just kind folks. I don't know what that just said. What was that? Maybe I'm not
It
reading that
said
right.
blood don't make you family, loyalty do. They
Oh, I
just
missed the
kind
do.
folks.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Forgiveness is for the person, for you, not the other person.
That's right.
Yep. Sometimes the conversation is all it takes. Was you about to say something, Coach?
No, I'm just looking up these games. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We about to get into that real quick. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and play this quick reel. I got one reel. I done took the time to look it up, so I'm put it in there. I don't even know. I don't even remember what it was anymore. But we gonna pop this reel. Then we get into this game. Even though I got the terrible, the worst game picker in the world here with us today, which is
For me,
Reese Ree.
you don't listen. I'm a good game picker.
You know what I'm saying? I can already just go ahead and scratch this money. Oh, the other thing is, I'm gonna have to do it on my computer because my phone is broke, so I can't even do it on my phone.
What's on?
Yeah, I broke my phone, so but I can pull it up on my computer because I was definitely, it didn't stop me from making my wages this weekend. So let's get ready, pull this up real quick, and we'll go through this, and then we'll do our terrible picks. Let's make sure that's on, and here we go.
To people doesn't mean that you become loyal to their disrespect. Like, just because you're a loyal person and you're willing to give fully and be fully invested doesn't mean that now you're allowed to walk all over me or say whatever you want to me, treat me however you want. At the end of the day, we got to stop being loyal to people that don't actually desire the best for us. Why? Because that's not loyalty, that's stupidity. We are now creating a commitment to a person that makes us feel like we are not a person and we don't deserve things. At the end of our lives, when this is all said and done, you will never look back and say, man, I'm so glad I stayed in that place where they treated me like I was nothing. And I'm not saying don't work through things, don't grow through things, don't actually do the work to make things better. But at some point, you need to realize that being loyal to people who hate you is just making you hate you too. It's drawing away from the energy you need to live life, to just do things, just be out and be present. We have to stop being loyal to disrespect just because we're being loyal to a person. At the end of the day, the person you need to be the most loyal to is you. And if you're not loyal to you, if you don't love you, you're going to let people treat you however they want. Hey, this is just...
There you go. So, yeah, that was what I said earlier about loyalty starts with you. I believe that too. And if you loyal to yourself, then all the rest of the loyalty will fall right in place. So that's what I got to say. Althea, what you think about that?
I absolutely agree with it 100%. That's why I said that you follow you. I don't follow a leader. I follow me. I follow my heart, because I ain't gonna hurt me, or I ain't gonna let me let myself down anymore, because now I love myself. It might have been a time 30 years ago, whatever, where I was in need of love, didn't love myself, but now, I love myself better than I love myself. You ain't gonna tell me, me.
Coach?
Yeah, I mean, I understand what he's saying.
All right, I guess that's all I'm getting.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. While you can go ahead and pull up these games, while I'm gonna try to pull them up on my I'll pull up on my end real quick so I can see what's going on. But what you got for us, Coach?
You got the Falcons at the Colts.
Hey, Molly, let me see. Molly, Louisa, put your picks in the chat. So hopefully I can fight against any of these picks that
Falcons, Colts.
Althea about to say.
I agree with Coach.
There we go.
Hold on. Falcons, Colts. All right, go ahead.
Ravens at the Vikings.
How is the Ravens defensive?
They're trash.
The Ravens are favored in the game by 4.5 points.
Yeah.
And
it's in Minnesota.
Is what you call it coming back? Is
Lamar back?
Lamar back?
Mm-hmm. He's back.
Oh, Lamar back. So they got their quarterback back.
Mm-hmm.
But he said it's in Minnesota.
It is in Minnesota. What was the first game? Texas and Jaguars?
My first game was Falcons Colts.
Oh, Falcons Colts, and we picked the Colts, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I'm about to put this up. I don't think there's any information in here that matters.
I'm gonna
Go
say
ahead,
the
I'm listening.
Ravens on this one now. Because you said the guy's coming back.
We said the Ravens or no?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You said Ravens?
It's all about that.
Who you picking, Rodney?
Ravens and Minnesota. I'm taking the Ravens.
Okay. This next one should be easy. This next one should be really easy. The Lions and the Commanders. The Commanders are going to win. The Commanders are going to win.
Is that what you just said? You are funny. Yeah, this is where you gotta stop. See, Reese, this is where you gotta select better friends. Because he gonna make me say it. He wants me to say it, and he wants to make me say it. But Reese, who you think gonna win? Coach thinks the Commanders are gonna win, Reese. Nah, Reese, you should really listen to Coach. And
those.
Oh, that is a terrible friendship right there.
He ain't trying to save your dollars.
No,
he ain't trying to sacrifice your dollars.
I'm trying to save them at all. I know good well that you was gonna say the Lions, and he's not gonna put it.
I know you're not gonna pick. Look.
Already picked. Let's go. Next one.
Who you picked?
Louisa said the Colts. Then the Ravens. Colts and Ravens said, what you call it? Molly said the Lions. Louisa said the Commanders.
Who did you say?
Man, you not looking at your screen. That ain't my fault. Let's keep it moving.
I got to make it real big there. It's so teeny.
Huh?
Here we go.
I already clicked on it, man.
The Rams at 49ers. Rams
and 49ers.
What's the spread they giving us on
3.5 points? They got the Rams to win by 3.5 points. But didn't the 49ers play good last week?
The 49ers ain't bad right now.
Yeah.
The Rams
playing at San Fran too, but
the Rams gonna win that. The Rams gonna win it.
Reese, what you got? Rams too.
All
right. Go
got that. All right, what else?
And the Eagles at the Packers.
Oh, I already know what Molly gonna say.
Molly going to Eagles.
But the Packers, did they win?
The
they lost.
They lost to Carolina.
Yeah, that was a terrible loss too. I couldn't believe they lost that. They're gonna lose 2 away, and they playing at Green Bay. Hold on, they got the Packers to win.
Yeah, they do. Is that Green Bay?
That's crazy work right there.
I guess because of the location, they think the Cheeseheads are going to win.
Yeah, Packers are going to win.
All right, Louisa said 49ers. Molly said 49ers. He said the Eagles, of course. Man, I wish I could pick both of them to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Who you want? Who you say, Reese? The Packers or the Eagles?
You know, the Packers are favored to win just because where they at, but the Eagles,
ain't gonna make
I'm
no
gonna say
money.
the Eagles.
And Cowboys losing.
Well, you know, this is just the first.
Who did you say, Coach? The Packers.
Who did I say?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say anybody. I said
the Packers or the Eagles.
I said the Packers gonna win.
Yeah,
I know the Packers gonna win. Yeah.
You got an inside tip. Who gonna throw the game?
Ain't nobody gonna throw no game. I'm just shocked y'all didn't pick them Commanders to win next week.
I ain't picking up Commanders.
I have no faith.
I picked the under.
Parlay.
Packers or the Eagles? No, I'm going with whoever. I think the Eagles gonna make me more money. I already think this gonna lose anyway. So let me look at this. Oh, actually, it's probably gonna hit.
No, it's gonna hit. It's a good.
You got the Baltimore joint I'm worried about. Let's see. All right, so you know what? I'm not going to be an asshole and argue with you all this week. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in for the Packers to win. And $20, I'm only going to win my little 106. This is terrible.
So, but
Let's
what's
see
that
what happens.
533 at the side? You don't win that.
What you
No,
talking
it's just
about?
that's just a plus 533. That's just how much he gets off his $20. So 5 times
Yeah.
is 20.
Oh,
So $20 bet will win 106.
So it's really only 86 is what he's gonna win, right? No, you get 126. I'm
I get
sorry. You
126.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Well, just to say it was a good conversation. Thank y'all for coming and joining us this week. Next week we got Kevin Hughes. He was in the Instagram watching us today. I'm excited about him. He Coach and I have both read his book. He'll be on here next week at 7:00 to talk about his book and also talk about the man, why'd I just blank on it? What is it? The Proven Man? What is it called, Coach? Man, I'm blanking on
The soul of a man.
the soul of a man. Thank you. So I'm excited to I'm excited to have that conversation with him. His book is great. It's a great workbook. We can definitely talk about it and see what's going on with him. He's out from Texas, so this will be definitely a great conversation. You can catch us next week. But thank y'all for joining us today. Thank you for all y'all that joined us in the comments. I appreciate it. I appreciate having a good time today with you, Reese. I appreciate you joining and talking to us about what's going on. Make sure you let us know how your picks went. Yeah, okay. We'll know. Coach will let me know. He'll be amped to talk about it next week, I'm sure. Anytime the Commanders lose, so
I just can't wait till Nash and
gotta get Nash and them back. It had to be in December. We'll get them back in here. But anyway, I'm about to call it a night. Have a good day. Thank you, Althea McFarland, for joining us again. You can watch her anytime, Monday through Friday at 10:30 on the Morning Mac Show. And just see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be on Chef Dennis' show. From the battle to the glory. And everything should be having a good time. So God bless.
Thank you, Coach.
Good
Tomorrow,
night.
All right, see you.
I gotta get shots in the eyes. So if y'all can't come and keep